What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA tournament breakdown of the West region. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We roll on 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Number 12 seed UC Santa Barbara, 22-4 versus the number 5 seed Creighton Blue Jays. We're at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's see what we have here. Wow, big movement here. UC Santa Barbara opening up as 8-point dogs. That's moved to 6.5 or 6. The leading indicator books have moved it to 6. This total opened up at 140.5. It has dropped to 138. UC Santa Barbara got revenge on UC Irvine after losing twice to them on the road in late December by defeating them in the Big West Final 79-63. After those December losses to UC Irvine, Santa Barbara went on a run. 18 of 19 games, winning them to win the title. They are led in scoring by senior Ja'Cory McLaughlin, who averages 16.2 points, 5.2 assists, hits 40.4% from 3. Their second leading scorer, the very athletic 6'9" Amadou Sow out of Mali, who averages 13.7 points, 7.6 boards. The other Gaucho averaging double digits is Ajari Sani, who averages 11.2 points per game. They are strong offensively, scoring 76.5 points per game, getting 16.3 assists, and only turning the ball over 11 times. They hit 48.5% from the field, 35.1 from 3, and 75 from the stripe. After beating Connecticut in a tightly contested Big East semifinal, 59-56, Creighton was surprisingly dismantled by the Georgetown Hoyas. 73-48 as 8.5-point favorites in the final. Blue Jays scored a season-low 48 points, shot 29% from the field. Only starter to score double digits was leading scorer Marcus Zagorowski, who went for 17 points on 7 of 8 shooting. He went 3 of 4 from 3, while the rest of the starters went 3 of 20 from 3. Blue Jays are a deep squad. 5 players averaging double digits. Their offensive numbers are very similar to Santa Barbara, albeit in a much tougher conference. But Blue Jays average 77 points per game, only turn the ball over 11.1 times per game. They hit 47.6% from the field, 36.7% from 3, but they do struggle from the foul line, only hitting 64.2%. Max, big market move towards UC Santa Barbara. Take it away, UC Santa Barbara, Creighton.
Listen, I can understand it after watching the Creighton Blue Jays get a little bit of karma for beating and eliminating my UConn Huskies, who absolutely 100% would have just throttled Georgetown into the dirt. They would have freaking jumped on the tracks in front of a subway train. They would have been so embarrassed by the loss that they would have taken at the hands of my Huskies for the third time. But it wasn't meant to be, Jim. It wasn't meant to be. So we have Creighton in this game, you say. Well, listen, I'll tell you. I don't really like where this line is moving. I think that if you're a favorite bettor, you're salivating at the mouth. You're like, yeah, keep on piling that money on Santa Barbara. Sweeten that line for me because I'm going to hit it. Well, I'll tell you, this Santa Barbara team, they're quality. You know, you mentioned the 2 dudes that I'm going to talk about in a sec, but there is a Canadian contingency on this team. Brandon Cyrus and freshman Max Chalov. Brandon's from Oakville. Max is from Toronto. So obviously the GTA, the hoops factory, I call it, is definitely producing. I think that with UC Santa Barbara, McLaughlin definitely is a key player. He's a minute eater. He's a key shot taker. He plays both ends. He guards without touch and cheap fouls, which is going to be key for a guy who definitely is going to be attacking the rim and is going to be susceptible to picking up a charge or 2. He hits 84% from the free throw line, like you said, Jim, and I think that when you look at him and his game, he's got to open up by scoring inside to open up good looks from the three-point line. With the X factor with Amadou Sow, listen, the guy is an impressive player, and without him, you know, the cupboard isn't bare. There's also Miles Norris. But with So, he's a beast on the glass. He's one of the best defensive rebounders in the nation, hands down. And he knows his limits. He's a low block type scorer, and he does a good job of that. He attracts and scores through double teams. He can draw fouls with the best of the big men on the West Coast. And he's worth staying up to watch because he's made 118 field goals. So I think that when you look at him, he's got to get to the free throw line. He's done a good job of balancing that out. If he can get to the free throw line 7 or 8 times, you know, he's going to hit 80+% of those. And I think that's going to be a definite asset to Santa Barbara against a Creighton team that, listen, situationally, Creighton's a good-looking spot. You know, you need Marcus Zagorowski as your key player to explode offensively. Listen, we've been waiting for him to recover from this injury that sidelined him last year. And with him hitting 41% from the three-point line, 70 makes, 77% from the free throw line, he's just got to do a good job of not committing fouls, taking good shots, having that top court vision, and having those crisp, what I would call freaking like undefendable passes. So he knows his teammates' spots. He's got to get it to them, and his guys got to hit their shots. When you look at Damian Jefferson and Denzel Mahoney, you know, obviously, Jim, 3 for 20 when you're getting it from those guys is not going to work from the three-point line. But I think that Mitch Ballack is going to be stepping up. He's your grizzled vet. You know, some people would wonder, is he actually allowed and too old to be in school? He must be buying alcohol for all the kids under 21. And if he is, Jim, I applaud him. So with Mitch, you know, this is a guy that has a ultra quick release. He definitely has good shot timing of when he's taking his shots. He's strong on the ball. He can be your other ball handler on the court, and he can handle pressure. With his 72 three-point makes and his 40% percentage, he's got to come through. This is the game that you got to do it. They got to hit free throws. They got to hit early threes. They need balance. And without the liability of falling behind early, I think that this team definitely crashes the glass a little more and makes jump shots and closes the three-point line defensively. I liked Santa Barbara at the opener. But right now, this is a spot that I'm only going to be looking at Creighton first half for a show pick. So find me the best line, Jim. Hopefully you can find me a 3. If not, I will take a 3.5.
Well, let's find out right now if we can get you that very, very interesting breakdown. Big move towards this very dangerous Cal Santa Barbara squad. First half spread, we have 3.5 minus 106 at FanDuel. Let's see if I can better that here.
I'll just give you a couple more tidbits, Jim.
Sure.
With Santa Barbara, listen, they got to guard without giving up cheap fouls. Like I said, they got to go inside at Bishop and Kalkbrenner to hopefully for them to pick up a couple early fouls and convert at the free throw line. They can't slow down unless they want to, and they're going to have to trap Marcus because if their defense can't recover off those traps, you're going to see a lot of close buckets get scored by Creighton with their ball movement. And, of course, you know, the first half is critical for them. An early start is definitely something that favors them. And if they can win at the free throw line with the way that Creighton's been shooting it there, they definitely have that second half comeback ability because we have to also acknowledge while Creighton has been definitely in a funk offensively, 54% at the free throw line over the last 5 games with only 6 makes. That's a big discrepancy compared to the 18 Santa Barbara makes. So I would lean to Santa Barbara full game. I just think that you're going to get a good start from Creighton, and it's just a situational spot that I'm going to make a show pick.
Makes sense. Right now, the best I can get you, sadly, is 3.5 minus 105.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And we will move on it. Let me see if I can get anything better here. No. Okay. First half, Creighton Blue Jays, first half, minus 3.5, minus 105. That is available at Bet365. FanDuel hanging the minus 106. BetMGM hanging the minus 110.